Hello, and welcome back to the Family Health Challenge. In this module, I'm going to be discussing what family health is, the importance of it, an overview of how families can be healthy together, and we'll also be touching on some possible struggles many families face. So before we start, I just want to make sure that everyone has created at least one long-term SMART goal for themselves, along with this week's short-term SMART goal. Again, SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-oriented. So I can give you an example. My long-term goal is by the start of summer, so around June, I want to be able to feel confident in my own body. And to build towards that, my short-term goal for this week is to work out at least 5 days this week for a minimum of 30 minutes each day. So hopefully by June, my short-term weekly goals pay off. So moving on from that, I kind of want to debunk the stereotypes of family health and how I think a lot of people would describe it. In my opinion, when I think people think of family health, they think of eating dinner together as a family at the same table, or signing the kids up for sports after school and working out on their own after work. In a way, yes, they each individually are essentially healthy in their own way because they're participating in some sort of physical activity daily. However, family health is way more than just that. Family health also includes the quality time each family member spends with each other, being able to talk openly about hard topics by creating a safe and supportive environment, and also, yes, eating smarter and moving more are also two very important aspects, but I do think there are many other factors that are often overlooked in regard to overall family health. So you may be asking yourself, why is family health important if I could just be healthy on my own? Well, the answer is not as simple as you may have hoped for, but I'll try to explain it the best that I can with all the research that I've done. You and your family share genes, of course, but you also share similar behaviors and possibly similar habits. So such behaviors can influence all areas of health, including your eating habits, physical activity levels, stress management skills, and your overall state of well-being. All those factors add up to you and what makes you you. Because you and your family have similar habits or behaviors, it can be easily influenced by one another in both positive and negative directions. So being able to understand these factors while also being able to work together in hopefully a healthy way will allow for the influence to go in a more positive direction in regards to health opposed to that negative, unhealthy direction. And I know every family is super busy, and sometimes there may not be extra time in the day to make these healthy changes and make those changes become habits. But that is when you as a family need to sit down, whenever you even have just like a few minutes, and decide what realms of health are more important to your family's lifestyle. So you start with that domain health, so maybe it's eating smarter, and then you gradually build off of it, incorporating those small healthy changes into the other 5 core areas of health until you and your family have challenged yourself to the max. So I hope that made sense a little bit. As I'm listening to myself, I think it sounds a bit more confusing than it needed to be. But that's why we're all here, to figure it out together. We may make some mistakes along the way, but hey, that makes us unique and special in our own way, just like how each family is unique and special in their own way. I'll definitely go into more detail about everything I just said, but I just wanted to give a quick overview of the topic to you all. Having a family that's built like a support system allows for emotional support, cognitive development, and essentially overall well-being for each member of the family. And as a parent, you have direct role in the influence of your children's health and how they view health as a whole. So if you embrace healthy choices and a lifestyle full of physical activity, healthy eating, then I'm sure your children will also embrace those choices too, because they've been surrounded by those choices in a healthy way. So although health is not a one-size-fits-all approach, being healthy together can build a strong foundation when it comes to family influences. So being able to embrace healthy choices together, spending time with family members, and being able to talk openly about the possible struggles of behavior changes can create such a positive impact on you and your children when it comes to overall health. I know that may sound a little scary, but remember, you're never ever alone. You always have your family to lean on for support. And as you're all going through the Family Health Challenge, you're doing it together. As you continue throughout the Family Health Challenge, here are 3 points that I would like you all to remember. The first being it's never too late for healthy changes. However, the earlier, the easier it tends to be for kids to learn habits and are more willing to embrace the healthy ones. Second is baby steps. Family health is a process that looks different for every family. It takes time and there may be obstacles that you encounter along the way, but you can get through those obstacles together. And the third and final one is to lead by example. Kids follow their role models' footsteps, so be their role model and live a healthy life and lead a healthy example. So like I mentioned in Module 1, the remainder of these modules are broken down into the 6 core areas of health. So moving more, eating better, managing stress better, sleeping more soundly, cultivating relationships, and avoiding risky substances. Each module is focused on that one area and includes more videos, handouts, tools, and resources on how families can improve their overall health in that domain. So, I hope this gave you a good introduction on what family health is, and I'm excited for you to continue your modules. Have a good day.